Wow. What's up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Elevate Your Life. I am your hostess with the mostess. L as in the letter L, and key as in the key to your life. So, thank you for tuning in to another episode. We're talking about Wisdom Wellness Wednesday, and you're probably wondering, if you are a reoccurring listener, where has Elkie of Elkivate Your Life been? Well, I will tell you. Uh, so recently, I took it upon myself to, one, take the summer off for school, two, delve into another fun project, TikTok content creator, and I was on a little hiatus for a moment. I had to gather my thoughts and regroup. So here I am, Wisdom Wellness Wednesday, June 10th. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a loyal listener, subscriber, follower, all the things. So tonight, I wanted to talk about how to move forward, consider accepting the 7 things. And the way I came about this is just thinking about how our brains work, how to stop holding yourself back, and how impressive our brains are as far as we tend to think in the negative instead of the positive. And when we put things in the negative light, it's like our brain listens to it. I'll give you an example. Stop running instead of saying walk. Or I'll tell you, you don't want to eat that cheesecake. Now, suddenly you want to eat the cheesecake. So, this made me think about 7 things to accept moving forward. And basically, what I'm trying to tell you is when you feed your brain the negative, it thinks the negative. So it's better to speak in the positive. I tell my husband this all the time, by the way. Don't put that stuff out to the universe. Don't, speak positive over your life, things like that. So if I tell you, don't look at that dog over there, you're going to go look at the dog instead of saying, keep your eyes straight ahead. So, 7 things to move forward. Consider accepting these 7 things. This information is provided by the Psyche Archive and Leon Leckie. Number 1, letting go doesn't erase memories, but it frees you from their control. Let me say that again. Letting go doesn't erase memories, but it frees you from their control. So let's say you were in a relationship. It ended. You didn't have closure. Obviously, letting go, it doesn't erase the memories, but it does free you from their control. I'll give you examples as I can think of them as I'm going through the list. Acceptance brings peace by acknowledging what's beyond your control. One of my loyal listeners, Travis Lemire, talks to me about this all the time, about accepting things. If you accept things, it's easier to not get stuck on them. So basically, what we're talking about acceptance brings peace by acknowledging what's beyond your control is if you're with a partner that chooses to communicate a certain way or has some habits that you do not like, uh, the key is accepting them because they're beyond your control, right? If this person chooses to clip their nails at the end of the couch instead of in the bathroom over the toilet, can you do anything about it? I mean, you could ask, you could beg, you could suggest, but at the end of the day, depending on the person's age, habits, etc., chances are you may not be able to win that fight. Or asking them, if you put the dishes in this way instead of that way, it leaves more space. People are going to do what they're going to do. So, can you accept it? Can you live with it? Or is it something you can't and you need to revisit? Number 3, growth comes from releasing what weighs you down. Growth comes from releasing what weighs you down. I mean, I think that ties into number 2, right? Acceptance brings peace by acknowledging what's beyond your control. We can't control other people's actions, but we can control our responses to their actions. A very smart woman on social media once said this: people's actions don't have to affect you or impact you. You are not a thermometer, you are the thermostat. Therefore, you are in control of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So, growth comes from releasing what weighs you down. Hmm. Well, if you're obsessing or thinking about things, again, that you cannot change, you will grow from releasing it. Number 4, freedom is an inner choice, prioritizing your well being over pain. Well, as someone who suffers with autoimmune issues, oral lichen planus, for those of you that listen and follow, freedom is an inner choice, prioritizing my well being over pain. It's something I have to do daily, something that I have to accept, excuse me, which going back and reading all of these, I mean, they all kind of apply. Number 5, forgiveness for yourself or others releases resentment and guilt. This is a powerful one, so I'm going to read it again. Number 5, forgiveness for yourself or others releases resentment and guilt. I will have to say that I do agree with this one very much so. I had to forgive myself for one. Prior to my mom passing, I was trying to tell my family, there's something wrong, there's something wrong. She's acting different. She's acting differently. This doesn't seem normal. And so shortly thereafter, when she passed suddenly, to our surprise, I had to forgive myself because I thought to myself, I tried telling everyone and no one would listen. And I didn't try and make them listen. I wasn't more forceful with my thought or opinion. But would it have done any good? Yeah, maybe. But do I want to hold on to that guilt and live with that guilt? Certainly not. So I had to let that one go. Number 6, creating space for new experiences and relationships is essential. Creating space for new experiences and relationships is essential. Funny we're talking about this. So just got off a little weekend getaway, 3-year anniversary, yada, yada. I won't bore you with the details. But one of the things I said was that it was very important for us to do an activity together, for us to participate together, work together, and not just do the same karaoke, dancing, go out to eat, shopping, walk around the town, yada, yada. Fast forward, I suggested that we do horseback riding, which we did. And that horseback riding, the new experience that we shared together, was the highlight of our trip. So, yes, it's important to create space for new experiences and relationships. It's essential. Number 7, acceptance of what is, not what you hoped for. It helps you move forward. Acceptance of what is, not what you hoped for, helps you move forward. Oh man, I was really looking forward to going to that 4th of July event, but we didn't make it in time. We had to get gas and stop to use the restroom, and we didn't make it. And now I was really hoping for that. I was really looking forward to that. And now I'm disappointed. What good is that doing any of us? Nothing. So as Leanne Leckie notes, letting go isn't about pretending you didn't care. It's about choosing reality over attachment, even when it hurts. She also emphasizes the importance of grieving honestly, creating real space, and taking care of your body. To apply these principles, consider setting goals focused on your growth and well-being, as suggested by Leanne Leckie. So I hope all of you found this helpful, hopeful, relatable. I think it's important that we're always learning new things. If you read any of my profiles or social media, it talks about always be learning, growing, and evolving. And that is who I am and what I stand for, what I represent. And I will continue to do that until the day I die. Hence my thumbnails changing in my podcast, or my content changing, or me pivoting or sharing, because knowledge is power. And when we get complacent, our brain kind of dies. So we should always be learning, growing, and evolving. Thank you so much to all my loyal listeners, subscribers, followers. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in for the first time. I hope you will continue to follow. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, subscriber, whatever, it's literally as little as a cup of coffee or as much as a Happy Meal. And you can find the information in my bio. It's also available in the podcast content. There is a link you can click on. As always, I do invite you to like the podcast, which is clicking the thumbs up button, depending on the platform that you are in. Please, if you could take the time or make the time to comment, that also helps the algorithm. And per usual, thank you all for listening, tuning in. Until next time, ciao for now.